Have you ever noticed how most fast food restaurants are more plain and generic than ever before? Does it ever feel like creativity just went out the window a long time ago? Absolutely it does, as most fast food restaurants now maintain a consistent and generic appearance throughout their chains. Even McDonald's, well known for their differentiation of restaurant design, has tended to become more generic and uniform looking than ever before. However, there are just a few exceptions to this rule in fast food chains that actually cling to some semblance of creativity. These are unusual and rare fast food restaurants. First, we're going to start with a Chipotle that is in a building that is over 300 years old. Historically known as the Old Corner Bookstore, this building, which was built in 1718 in Boston, Massachusetts, has been a publishing house, an apothecary, and even a jewelry store, among other things. Since 2011 though, however implausible it may seem, it is served as a Chipotle restaurant. While the inside looks mostly like what you would expect out of a Chipotle, many parts of this historic building are visible from within, just as they are from the exterior. Coming from a chain that has a near uniform appearance amongst its restaurants, particularly in its interiors, this Chipotle restaurant is quite the exception and rarity in this chain. Next we go to another chain that doesn't have a whole lot of variation amongst its restaurants, and that is Taco Bell. While a given Taco Bell usually isn't remarkable for its appearance, there is one outside of San Francisco that really does stand out and literally stands on a beach. In Pacifica, California, for several decades has existed the Linda Mar Taco Bell. Starting off as an A&W restaurant in the 60s, this has been a Taco Bell since the 80s. Aside from it being on a beach and a non-drive-through location with a unique wooden exterior, such type of restaurants in coastal areas in California generally can't be built. This one survives due to its age being enough to qualify it for a grandfather clause. Recently, in 2019, this restaurant was converted into one of Taco Bell's Cantina locations, a rare concept of a Taco Bell, offering alcohol, a more upscale experience, and a modified menu. This concept only accounts for less than 1% of Taco Bells, adding to this location's rarity. Next we have another building that dates back to the 1700s as well, and that is New Hyde Park, New York's Denton House McDonald's. This building has existed since 1795 and is located just east of New York City on Long Island. In the 1860s, it would be modified to become a mansion. Aside from serving as a residential building, it would serve as a combination of businesses throughout much of its life. By the time McDonald's came along and owned it in the 1980s, they wanted to build a modern restaurant and demolish the Denton House, as the building was in bad shape, despite selling for $1 million in 1985, equivalent to almost $3 million in today's money. After local public outcry would occur over this decision, an alternative idea was decided upon, and that would be to convert the mansion into one of McDonald's restaurants. 6 years after the original purchase of the property, and after an additional $4 million spent on renovating it, the Denton House would get its start as a fast food restaurant in 1991. While originally keeping more true to its mansion appearance on the inside, unfortunately, in recent years, the interior was modernized, taking away some of the warmth and uniquity of this location. However, this historical building turned fast food restaurant remains. Next we have a Chick-fil-A restaurant concept that is limited to only 6 locations, all of which are in Georgia. The Chick-fil-A Dwarf House exists as an alternate version of Chick-fil-A, keeping in the spirit of how Chick-fil-A began as a sit-down restaurant in 1946, known as the Dwarf Grill. Being located only in Metro Atlanta, where Chick-fil-A began, it offers exclusive foods such as burgers and fried okra, while also keeping to current standards, offering a regular Chick-fil-A menu and a drive-thru. These locations, while limited in number, offer a look back while still offering a modern restaurant experience. Be it for purposes of business, uniquity, or just history, these restaurants all offer something just a little bit different than the standard fare, and live on to offer something a little bit rare. Thank you for watching.